This is the biggest unanswered question in trading. Why do so many genius traders and the challengers fail spectacularly in their first week on the live account? They're skilled, prepared, and motivated. So why do 98% of traders blow their accounts? You pass the evaluation process, completed all the milestones, and finally have the golden ticket. There's a community of traders who claim that this is actually by design. For many prop trading firms, the money you pay to take the challenge is more important than the money you make on the live account. You see, in the challenge, they're kings of the world. We have direct visual evidence from traders showing exactly how it feels to trade the funded account. Take this guy, for example. Here he is in the Rocket 21 challenge. Again, he did great in the challenge, but then started losing on the live account. Commission rates are significantly higher on the funded account. But there's also something else, something buried down at the bottom. Quote, slower execution speeds are programmed into the funded trading platform. Slower execution speeds. What does that mean? Well, it means that when you place an order, it takes longer to fill. So if they're going to make any money off of you, they need to extend your stay on the funded account for as long as possible. Here's a challenge rule from Rocket 21. They prohibit traders from recording the screen. Can you guess why? Well, here's a hint. It has to do with this chart. What's the y-axis? It's the number of tickets issued per month. And what's the x-axis? Well, that's the date. It's clearly showing a spike in tickets around the same time that they rolled out the new trading platform. What were those tickets about, I wonder? Why would they do this? Well, imagine you're a new trader on the funded account and something weird is happening. First, record all your trading sessions on a live account. Keep a running tally of slippage and commissions and keep screenshots of every trade. If you notice something weird is happening, write it down in your trade journal. And then when you have enough data to back it up, challenge the firm. Don't be emotional. Be rational. Just give them the facts and the date. Trades aren't playing out and stop losses are being hunted. It's time to expose the truth. Now, here's a couple of videos to help you pick a winning trading strategy. What do? You bust out your phone and record the screen. Then you go online and post the video. Suddenly, other traders are aware of the problem and it spreads like wildfire. Before you know it, the firm has a PR nightmare on their hands and a bunch of traders demanding refunds. Not good. So they create a situation where you can't succeed. They sabotage your trading so you lose more money. And all the while they're making passive income with your own money. If you're a scalper or a day trader, you know how important execution speed is. You need orders to fill immediately. If they don't, the trade goes against you and you end up with a loss. When he challenged the firm, this was their response. And the difference is astronomical. The trader even compares it to trading on a 20-second delay. That's absolutely insane. There is a business model that works better if you do make much profit on the live account. Now here's where things start to unravel. Once you get funded, the firm wants you to hurry up and lose it. Once they have your money, they want to lock it up for as long as possible. They want to keep it in their vault earning interest while they pay you next to nothing. Dear John, thank you for reaching out. Please find attached a document explaining the differences between the evaluation and funded account. Best regards. Yeah, it's a canned response. What does the document say? Let's find out. He's scalping the 4-hour time frame and getting consistent results. Fast forward a few weeks and here's what his trading looks like on the funded account. Totally different, right? His entry and exits are much worse. His trades don't play out, and he ends up blowing his account. They post screenshots of their insane win rates and unbelievable evaluations. Here's a forum where this very issue was discussed. The OP got funded and then lost 90% of his account in 2 days. He couldn't understand why his trades weren't playing out like they did in the challenge. It was only after he posted a screenshot of his trade entry that somebody pointed out the difference between the commission and slippage. It's a huge difference. They share their strategies with the community and help each other out. They feel unstoppable and nothing can stop them from going pro. Then they get to the funded account. Their win rate drops and eventually they blow the account. These traders are a shell of their former selves. They stop posting and disappear from the community. See, there's no point having a great product if nobody buys it. And there's no point having a fantastic trading environment if nobody uses it. So some firms have developed a system that ensures that traders will fail on the live account. A system that makes sure you lose your shit. This way you'll be forced to pay again and start the whole process over. And it's all done under the guise of an unfair market. They call it Phase 3. Phase 1 is the challenge. Phase 2 is the evaluation process. And Phase 3, well, that's the funded account. Now some firms have gone as far as to admit to doing this. Quote, "We operate in several different phases to keep our evaluation process fair, safe, and balanced." Fair, safe, and balanced. Yeah, these guys sound trustworthy, right? Right, you can now trade the firm's money and make life-changing profits, but something is wrong. In the challenge, you were a consistent winner, but now you can't even break even on the live account. Your stop losses are being hunted, and your take profits are being squeezed. You feel like you're refighting the markets themselves, and start questioning if you really have what it takes to be a successful trader. Could it be that you're cursed? Are you doomed to a life of mediocrity? Is trading really just another scammy get-rich-quick scheme? Could it be that the Apollo missions were faked? And that there's really no such thing as moon landings? Okay, maybe that one's a little bit easier to believe. But how about this? You just spent months grinding away to get a funded account. If you've experienced this, you're not alone. But here's where things get interesting. But why do they do this? Well, it starts with the motivation. It's hard to prove because it's secret, but there are a few clues that give it away. One piece of evidence comes from the traders themselves, but we have more proof than that. Now, you might be thinking, holy crap, that's crazy. Why would anyone put up with this? Well, most people don't. There's another trader here who took a funded account with So here's the document, and it confirms what we already know. So what we have here is evidence from traders, evidence from the firms themselves, and now direct evidence from a trader showing the difference between the challenge and the live account. But why would they do this? Well, I'll tell you. For some firms, the evaluation process doesn't even cover their costs. Now let me show you the final piece of the puzzle. Here's another rule from my Forex funds. They explicitly state that traders cannot record their screens. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this makes sense, but how do I protect myself? Well, it starts with the urgency part, and remember, they are counting on your frustration and silence.